do not care if it's the joy of 6 for Lewis Hamilton. I really do not care. I also don't care if Verstappen's on the inside. Oh, and guess what? I also don't care if there's barely room for Sainz to get past. Yeah.
Oh damn, I have a sim up setting not correct. Oh damn.
Skill issue.
Yep, massive one.
Guess so my mic is not muted while we're on the black screen, that's nice. Hello, game. Hello, communicating with online services, yeah. Hey, there's the main screen with the low-ass quality image. Media. Cooking. Where's my desktop audio on?
Well, yeah, hello. Welcome at Monza. I didn't say a single thing. But you can hear us on live stream, which is perfect.
Nice. Okay, I press F2. There we go.
And we see Rio Montano right now. And Tease is already doing a lap. Okay, for some reason it's showing a lap time even though I have disabled it. Let's have a look if I enable and disable now. Yeah, okay. SimHub doesn't care. At all.
SimHub is like, you're seeing the lap time whether you like it or not.
Yeah, I just cannot disable it, dude. Live speed, I can enable and disable. At least I can do this.
It is raining. Nikos Alfiat is just the first one who started a lap. I must transition now.
And this lap is like looking really slow, but it isn't.
Okay, now all the have I got all the audio sources were off and stuff like that? There's all kinds of bullshit going on. There we go. Alright, oh dear god, what have I done? I've fucked everything up.
Oh, fastest sectors is working finally, but not that much as it should. Okay. Okay, it just doesn't care about showing other names.
Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There you see the map. Track map. Playing that little rack mappy boy. Only 11 corners around this Monza circuit. But long straights.
Oh, and look, Tunison has an invalid lap. Like, legit, I cannot hide this bloody lap timer. What is this? Stupid
No
thing.
Daniel today, so... no Daniel today, so... It's only me.
Lap timer during race. Disable.
this thing. Alright. We've got a bunch of lap times in.
Oh, damn.
Oh! One of the Red Bulls gone into the wall. And at a really weird place. And... yeah, okay, it is Marcel Valar. I was gonna say that is not a mistake I'd see Hubert Pavlikovsky make.
But Valentino Campa, on his
Because
debut, already in P2 here.
yeah, already. Okay, I saw Ferrari come by. There's luckily only one Ferrari to look at, and that's Rafael Spreng. He's currently on pole, but I'm going to assume that's similar to what was it? Oh my god, I
And
forgot what race.
Kuchen already survived some minutes without a crash at all.
Similarly to the other race.
6 minutes to be honest. Oh, and the Aston Martin there was really slow.
Try to just hold it out on these tires if you're doing a few laps, because again, it's intermediates, they can last some time.
Definitely.
Pull up the... now I need to look... okay, tgis, what is Mr. Muffin Kette's real name? Because it doesn't say on the Discord either.
And Spreng pulled out the fastest lap. It's lagging really hard on my screen.
Hmm? Yeah, how do you get those names to work, by the way? Because I've been trying to do it with the nicknames and it's just not showing up.
In F1? What is happening on... what the...
So,
I'm unsure what do you mean. What you mean?
the getting the right names to show up on the in game in the pare.
Rename them on Steam.
I did the nicknames and it's just not showing up.
You have to do it before they join the lobby.
Bro, I have done it weeks ago and it's still not showing up.
I don't
Luke
know.
still pops up as Limjuk.
I don't know. Just works for me.
But yeah, anyways, but what is Muffin's real name?
I don't know.
Bruh. Did he even ever sign up?
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Someone must sign up. Somewhere in my database it should
Oh yeah,
be.
I forgot the sign-ups are now in the thing. Hold on, give me a second, I'll check. Sign-ups.
Oh, and some telemetries are private again.
Hot.
Where the heck's my phone? Ah, in my pocket.
No, not in the sign-ups channel. Okay, what the hell? Whatever. Muffin it is. Anyways, Valentino Campa to the top, by the way. Meantime.
Yes, incredible. Another German that is really fast. And if we have a look, then we can see that Pim Grenovigen is now finishing his lap, I think. Have a look. Oh no, he's studying it. Yep, 8 seconds off the personal best.
Oh, Lucas to the top. 127.399.
Oh, great lap there.
Valentino into the pits. Okay, Will's on the lap. I don't really know who's on the lap right now, but let's watch.
Very confusing, yep.
Yeah, who's the first man across this line? Marcel Valar, perhaps? Yes, Marcel Valar. He's just started his lap. Must have invalidated the previous one or something. Okay. Oh, Marcel, you don't want to be taking that much curb at turn 1. Oh, that's how he went into the wall before. I see. This just happened to him again. He got a massive snap of oversteer again.
Okay.
You know, this is the first time I look at the sponsor boards in game, and I was just trying to see if I don't have like huge zones of only one sponsor at a time.
I've
Seems
already seen
fine
an
so far.
Aramco board, lol.
Oh! Oh, he's absolutely skating his way around the track.
Yeah.
You don't want to be skating too much unless you're me in that one quali session. I don't know if it was Long Cup or a different league where I was skating quite a bit, but I still got a good quali result from it. He just seems to not be able to get the power down correctly. He's invalidated his lap.
And we got a yellow flag in sector 3. It's Qoute.
Yeah, that's Marcel Villars. Dominic, what on earth? My man just drove at full speed over the curb. Didn't even try to avoid hitting it.
Yeah.
Well, oh, and just as I switch onto Muffin, he spins.
Ah, damn.
He's preventing himself from doing the... He just came back on the circle like an idiot. There we go. Good respect in that way, even if you ghost, so you can't be hit anyway, but it's better to...
And we have to put out some investigations. Because of private telemetry, and let's have a look at Rio Montano, so also for you, for your stream. We have him doing a lap right now. If I look at my stats here, Montano...
Rio Montano, so far we know, he's a rather consistent points finisher.
Yeah.
He's improving bit by bit, and he manages to capitalize quite often off of some chaos happening. And what on earth? Oh, never mind. That was just a weird camera angle that I got confused. I thought sponsor boards on a bridge just suddenly changed from one to the other, but there's two bridges, and I was looking at the second one. Across the line, and he goes fourth at 127.661. Again, really close between their second and fourth at the moment.
Yeah, but still 2/10 of the purple sector in sector 1, but only 2. And this purple sector 1 is coming from Tunis News in P5 currently.
Oh, what the hell? I just look at the marker board. Someone's gone like straight on at turn 1, didn't even try to avoid them.
And Kampa is lapping again. Hot lapping.
Hot lapping. Oh, he's cooking the lap.
Oh, hot cooking.
Okay, it's about time we stop using that joke. Anyways, so it gets out of the way.
Tunis in P2! Again with the purple sector. 27.8 in the first one.
I think I just saw purple middle sector for Valentino Campa here on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice exit from the Ascari chicane. Again, Monza in the wet is a hard task. It's not the easiest thing to do, especially things like the Ascari chicane. Here it comes to the final corner. Valentino Campa, 127.6 round right now. P3, and as he goes towards the line, it puts him still in P3, and he improves by literally 5 milliseconds.
What?
Oh, and Ryu to third, 570.
Crazy. Rio is really fast today in the rain, so...
Ryu was good at qualifying, we've seen that before.
Definitely.
This is unfortunately, you only need to get a little bit unlucky in the race, and boom, you have a lot of work to do.
Definitely.
Oh, never mind. Whatever microphone was picking up engine noises.
Hubert Pavlikovsky, only P9 in the rain currently.
He's heading towards the final corner now.
And what is he doing?
Early upshift to 6th, almost spinning. As he comes across the line, he goes to 6th, so 127.835. There's the McLaren of Muffin Keta here, he goes into the pits. Now it's always hard for me trying to distinguish who is who between the Haas and Mercedes drivers, because their colors in game are very similar. Okay, Nickman's in the pits as well.
And we're getting another Dutch in the lobby now. Dan
considering we
Christians
have
should be joining very soon.
Dan Christians will be in, okay.
And Valentino Campa, another best lap.
27.249, 10th and a half up on Lucas now. So the improvements coming bit by bit.
And Pim Grunewagen.
How about Dominic? He starts his lap.
Dominic, okay. On board camera.
I think the Aston Martins are towing each other. Yeah, they are. Not really extremely necessary in the rain, because tow doesn't really do much in the rain.
Yeah.
Despite you would think it would do the same amount, because, you know, it's still air, and you're still going fast, so... But no.
Am I the only one who has massive lag issues?
Not me, strange enough. Again, that's probably because I'm not using SimHub right now.
Yeah,
That's
and
what gave me lag
forecast.
issues.
Damn, it's so.
Oh,
My
hold
OBS
on.
window is so small I can't even read the forecast. Well, now that's amazing.
Hold on, I couldn't read that one real quick, but
I cannot even make my window bigger. Okay, now I can.
we've got a really good first sector improvement from Dominic. Oh, but he's invalidated his lap. That's a shame. He had a 27.7 in the first sector when his personal best was like a 28.6. Luckily, he's got more time to do another lap. And that's the advantage of the intermediate. I hope he's using Lucas's trick to gain a bit of ERS. Yeah, he's doing that. I could see his ERS is absolutely rocketing up. He's got more than enough ERS to start another lap. Well, I'm gonna try my best. There he is. There's Dan Christians.
Yeah.
He's joined. Well, a bit too late to do a lap, but luckily in time to definitely be put into a car before the race starts if he clicks take control within this 1 minute. Otherwise, he's too late. Yuri Palakovsky, he's to the final corner. I'm gonna keep an eye on the two Aston Martins as well, because now they're towing each other the other way around, I think. No, they're not, because I don't see one getting out of the way of the other. Ah, yeah, there we go. Now they are. So it's Ryu. Okay, so it's Lucas giving a tow to Ryu Montano. TC, he's coming across the line to start his lap. He's got the McLaren of Muffinketta right behind him. Oh dear, this is not gonna go well. Yeah, well, don't start a hot lap while you're right behind someone. It's not a good idea. Either cancel the current one or see this one.
Oh, and Dirksen spun.
Well, I mean, that's no big deal for him, luckily. He wasn't on a hot lap anyway. Got a bunch of people coming towards the line. Said El Falassi, he's finished. Milan Dirksen, he was good last time. What can he do now? Up to 4th, 127.56.
And Rafael Sprang.
Rio Montano must have messed up his lap.
And Rafael Sprang, pole position for him here. And Monza, but it's not over yet. We have Luke Tunison. No, not Luke Tunison. Dominic
What can
Kuchen
he do?
coming. What is Kuchen doing? Nothing important, definitely. And
Pim
we have
he's the next one to cross the line.
Pim
And he
Grunewagen.
goes 2, stays in 11.
No improvement. Oh, there's an improvement. Not much
behind
enough.
his teammate Muscle Valar, but Muscle Valar had a really slow exit at the final corner, so he...
Hits.
Yuri Palakovsky goes to 5th, 127.5.
What a lap. And now let's have a look at...
Nikos Alfiades goes to 14th. We've got a slow-moving...
There's do a perfect 360 there.
Ah, of course. TC, he's coming to the final corner. No invalidated lap for him, but he's been out of... Oh, no, never mind, it's raining.
And
Almost
Luke
like
Tunison,
an
invalid lap for him.
He comes
Smashing into the pits, okay.
Last car to check in this case then is Muffinketta, but he was stuck behind TC. So that's the end of qualifying. Rafael Sprang on pole position. Wow, on earth is this AI driving so fast? His AI is driving as if he's still doing a hot lap.
Yep.
Oh, his AI is just continuing as well. It would have been extra funny if it improved as well. But luckily that doesn't happen. Would have been really weird if it did.
And that's it. It's Rafflespring in pole position for the Monza race event here for the Lom1138 Cup.
Alongside him, more importantly, Valentino Campa on the front row.
Yeah, and here we have the results. Rafflespring finishes it in P1 with only 600 ahead of Valentino Campa, the German. We have a front row lockup for Germany, and behind we have a Dutch row.
Lucas Derksen and Luke Tennessee, Jure Pavlikovsky and Milan Derksen and on the third row, so it's a lot of familiar positions. Rio Montanel 7th, TC 8th, and Dominic Kuchen. A bit of a, well, not as good of a qualifying as last time, but still decent enough as an improvement. Lepadato rather closes out the top 10 ahead of Pim Groenewegen, Seydou Velassi, and, well, Muffin Ket, I don't really know his real name so far, but Nikos Aviadis and then Marcel van Laar was not
Muffin is Alexander, real name. It's in the YouTube chat. Okay. Thank you to Marco Limegruber for that.
Okay. Oh, we still don't know their last name, but okay, I guess we know their first name now. It's something, I guess.
And we have a dry track and a bunch of T-posing engineers for the Monza race event here at the Lom1138 Cup. Thank you for joining in. If you are here right now, we will have some laps. I'm unsure how many.
Beautiful. A-posing mechanics in the pit lane.
Yep.
Beautiful. Now
the drip is real.
Let's take the drip is real. Let's take a little look at Dominic's pit box, see if we can see a change in the tire compounds, because the tires who you see in the pit lane is the compound he's moving onto with his first stop, and it shows hards at the moment.
Yeah. The things you know about this game are incredible. Can I just mention that? Like, the fact that the tires you see in the pit box of someone are the ones he's selecting is... whoa.
Yeah, I noticed that when I saw them change in, I think, Season 1, or I think it may have even been BRL. But I saw the tires change. Oh, there we go, they just went to mediums. They just changed to mediums, Dominic's tires, so he's pitted. So I guess he's starting on hards then.
Yep. I don't have any extra graphics prepared for this weekend, so...
Alright, formation lap underway. Lap 0 out of 27.
Yeah.
And off we go. 5.3 kilometers, I think this circuit was, of warming up your tires and making sure your ERS is still off. Don't be like me.
Yeah, predicted pit stop strategy by the game. We have a medium start to the hard tires. By the way, tires. Let's have a look at them.
Go to detail. Okay, we've got Raphael Sprang on front rows on mediums, and the 5 cars behind him on hards. Interesting. Yeah. We've got most of the back of the field on mediums, apart from Dominic Kuchen and Alexander.
I'm really interested in what Valentino Campa is doing in this race, because I was racing with him in my first league I was racing in. He was the champion in the end, and I raced the final together with him. And for a moment we had a front row lockout in the qualifying, but it only was provisional.
Well, I had that with Rakes in the first HLF1, our first league I was in. He was I don't know if he won the season I participated in or if he came second to Inferno Lewis, but either way he was in the top 2, won a bunch of races. But then again, in my opinion, the points count of that season was kind of unfair, because at the end of the season they held one last race in Japan, but only Rakes and Inferno Lewis took part, and they gave full points to both. So it was kind of unfair towards the people who didn't participate.
Yeah.
My last race in that league was DNFing from Zandvoort, so that was fun.
Sounds funny.
And I was on for a podium in the first race at Melbourne until my parents decided that 45 minutes was enough screen time for one day and decided to pull my whole frickin' power cable out of my PC. So that was fun. Anyways, to the grid.
We have Derksen. Oh, and can I just mention, no one DNF'd at all. No one got disqualified.
No one's been disqualified. Will anyone pull too far in their pit box?
We have Pavlikowski now pulling in. Ah,
yeah,
Nikos has a skill issue.
And he's the only one.
Yep.
He's the only one who's gone too far.
And
Now,
I'm looking at Compass onboard
can I get a better
lights.
view of the lights, please? Here come the lights. 5 lights.
And
I'm going to assume they're out right now, but I can't see them.
And it's off.
And we're racing at Monza. It's a really good start from Valentino Campa and Rafael Spring. They kind of race ahead of the rest of the pack. Rafael Spring gets the launch he needs, but Milan Derksen as well as Lucas Derksen challenging into turn 1. Side by side, but Valentino Campa holds on to that one.
Someone goes wide at turn 1.
Hubert Pawlikowski's gone straight on at turn 1 and decides to drive straight through all the bollards. I can't blame him because the bollards are such an impossible to take angle. But he's bunched up the whole field. Was it Will Buxton calling that an absolute PlayStation moment? Oh, and round! Look, Milan Derksen! Looks like he got hit from behind at the second chicane. And,
I would recommend a pit stop to your voice. Yeah, and we can see now that Rafael Spring and Campa really well defended their positions in the front. Lucas Derksen having to kinda let a gap there to the German drivers.
No.
And if Campa is managing to keep on to Rafael Spring, he might
Ryu goes
also...
a bit wide. I don't think Ryu's feeling very confident on these hard tires. But can we talk about Dan Christians is up from 16th to 8th on the first half of this lap alone.
Holy moly. Yep, you're right. That's completely true.
Oh, I was like, what are all those noises? My cat jumped off my bed.
And Spring fastest lap for sure.
Hello, Sleepy.
And Christian's getting attacked now by Tzirjak there. The Alfa Romeo driver going past.
This goes up into 8th place, but oh there, what a send around the outside, but also contact there, but no contact, and all good and well. Dominic, he's dropped to 14th, not a great start to your race, you would say, especially if you're stuck behind Said Al-Falassi from that one.
Oh, and Dan Christian's trying it on.
And he goes around.
Oh.
Saw that one happen. Reverses. Luckily, he's ghosted. This is not real life, so you can't get a penalty. Oh! An attempt at an overtake there. A big look from Dominic Kuchen on Said Al-Falassi, but Said blocked that one off, or at least gave him the space, but not the racing line.
And Pim Granading in the front, trying to get past the Red Bull of Hubert Pawlikowski for the top 5 position.
Almost goes round, and Luke Teunissen already with a 3-second penalty for 3 warnings after just 2 laps. That's what this track is known for, one of the things.
I think I really have to work without SumUp today, because this is lagging massively.
Fastest laps aren't really a good indication until we get to about lap 4 or 5. Oh, big drag there from Pim Groenewegen, but he's not gonna do anything just yet. Meanwhile, Said Al-Falassi. Ooh, a little bit of contact on the back. Oh,
little bit of contact, little bit.
He gets a little bit of contact on the back of, was it? I forgot who it was. I think Lepidot Radu. And then he gets hit from behind himself by Marcel Villar, I think.
Unfortunate things here.
Oh, big 3-way fight here. Contact. Marcel Villar versus Dominic Kuchen versus Milan Derksen. This is one great battle here between 3 cars. Now, I don't exactly know what's happened to Dan Christians, but he's dropped down to... Oh yeah, wait, he spun, I forgot. There's more penalties. Valentino Campa this time, that's not good for him.
I was too confident, I think. Too confident. Oh, and Dominic Kuchen going wide too.
Very bad line through Ascari. That's gonna put him vulnerable to Milan Derksen.
Now past the Beta Cloud banners into... I forgot the turn name.
A lot of Beta Cloud Archive banners around this track. I just kind of put it at random.
Yeah.
But luckily, it doesn't seem that we have. It seems that we don't have one area with banners of the same sponsor everywhere, which is good. Main straight littered with T-Cast banners.
Yeah.
Probably because Pirelli or something.
So.
Oh yeah. You may notice on the inside of turn 1 there's still a there's still a DHL thing there. Oh, I mean, that's on the inside of turn 2, actually.
And the digital signs are all.
I wanted to export them to retexture them, but I couldn't find the maps. They didn't exist.
You don't have to have them.
Yeah, well, the Ego archiver wanted me to open them, but there were none. That's the problem.
Why do you export the file? You don't have to.
Because I need the exact dimensions.
You can just.
Otherwise, I end up with that time when I tried to make a custom little logo thingy for the inside of turn 1 at Melbourne, and I instead ended up with the logo covering half of the track at turn 1. Penalties everywhere. As such as Monza in the dry. Very harsh on track limits. But personally, I would say harsh in a fair way.
And Pim Grana again there, going past Hubert Pawlikowski now into turn 1. Actually before, so there was a lot of straight line speed.
Marcel van Laar meanwhile gets past Lepidata Radu before turn 1. Both bump over the curb at turn 1.
And Dan Christian's lap times kinda broke off after he spun. Even though he's going... Oh no, okay, he's going pretty fast. Although it's showing that the last lap sprang it as a 1:23, which I don't believe is true.
Doubtful results from SimHub today, I hear. Anyways, well, this is still somewhat the closest battle. We've got that 4-car DRS train going on behind Marcel van Laar, but I don't think much change is going to come to that for now.
Okay, that's weird. My live timing isn't working in somewhere there. Dude, live timing. Revive. Doesn't work because I got sim up.
Chase down Pim Groenewegen. Probably not gonna happen because Pim has mediums. And it indeed doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Muffin Keta.
Yeah, that's
close.
embarrassing here.
Dominic and Milan Derksen. Oh, contact at turn 2, but both just continue as if nothing happened. I don't even think they lost that much time there either.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, TC on the back of the McLaren ahead, and he's gonna dive to the inside of the variant in the Roger. And he makes it up into 8th place. Marcel van Laar meanwhile looking to capitalize on that loss of pace for the McLaren behind. It's so easy to outbrake the person ahead of you, but if you're right behind them coming into a corner, then yeah, that's not gonna end well. And again, this is Monza. Braking distances between people can vary very wildly. I'm still unsure what causes these varying brake distances in this game, but at this point I've just accepted this is a feature of the game. Oh, Dan Christians. No, I wanna look at 16, not 6. Oh, whoa, late braking for Nikos Aviadis. That didn't really help. Only cost both of them time. Marcel van Laar gets past Muffin. Dominic, I think, has just gotten past Sadar Falassi. Oh. More position swaps all over the place again.
I don't know why, but it's not working, my live timing.
Oh, Lepidata Radu gone wide out of the second chicane. Lost their place to Milan Derksen. The door is open, Jackson. You can go through it. You know, coincidentally, I do like the way the EBN Sports banner sits on that little thingy before the underpass under the oval. Oh, Milan, don't cut your fellow competitors off coming into a corner. Not a good idea. Sector 3, yellow flag. Marcel Villar spun out of Ascari.
Very unfortunate for him, but Dan Christians gets a position back now, at least.
A good exit from Lepidatu Radu. He's gonna try to get past Milan Derksen here. He's on mediums. Milan Derksen's on hards. He's got DRS. He's gonna have to try and slipstream him, but instead, here comes Dominic Kuchen out of absolutely nowhere and overtakes both of them. Incredible! I didn't even see that one coming. Pulls the absolute Mortara out of the hat there. Unfortunately for him, Milan takes his place back, but that was a really good double overtake at first. Oh, Said Avalassi.
My telemetry is still not working. What's happening here?
Oh. Spin, TC, Ascari. Those curbs are really catching people out today. I'm just gonna assume it's the curbs. Because again, to get the perfect line here, you just need to hug that inside curb on the right hand side, but at the same time, if you clip it the wrong way, you can very easily find yourself hitting that wall.
Yep.
Okay, now my cat's just being annoying on purpose. Go away! Into the pits comes T, so he must have lost his front wing, and he gets a 5-second penalty for speeding to boot. Oh, the pit crew is still T-posing. That's incredible. I mean, not his pit crew, but all the other pit crews that haven't had anyone pit yet. That's cool.
Yeah. I just noticed we don't have a white Lucas on the Rolex clock. But we have a Milan Derksen alongside of Dominic Kuchen here. Through the lessmos. But now Milan Derksen backed up there, being smart.
Here he comes, he's gonna have to slipstream. Dominic does a little bit of weaving, but stays on his line in time when Milan chooses his line. We've got a lot of people going really fast now, and surprisingly, Saida Falassi's not picked up a penalty in 10 laps.
Oh yeah. But some other people did. Let's have a look at this.
Must have learned from last time.
Yep.
And he lost what could have been an easy P2 to 21 seconds worth of penalty.
Yes, and Dominic Kuchen now.
Dominic's really running
there.
a really high top speed setup. You can clearly notice as he's running a very top speedy setup.
Yeah. And he's doing a pretty okay race today.
Again, as long as you don't spin, you should be fine.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I just noticed Discord finally noticed that I'm streaming.
Oh. Okay, Marcel Villar lost some time. Yellow flag temporarily there.
And Milan Derksen is now able to kind of pull away from the Mercedes of Dominic Kuchen, who is really relying on the DRS he has now in this point to still, yeah, keep it, and has to pull up his pace. And Valentino Campa is in the pits.
It's been pretty early then.
Going from the mediums to the hard tires.
Hard, okay. Interesting. Can't help but laugh at those T-posing pit crews. It's too goofy.
And now Lucas Derksen's in P2.
Oh. 5-second penalty speeding in the pit lane, Duncan Sians. He's doing so well in that first lap.
Yeah.
It also seems to be that any pit crew that does a pit stop will not be T-posing anymore after that.
And yeah.
Meanwhile, we move to this battle. Juror Pawlikowski on the back of Pim Groenewegen. I'm going to guess that Pim's mediums must be dropping off a little now, which is gonna invite Hubert to try and gain a place, and maybe Rio Montano as well.
And yeah, we can see it. Rio Montano is not much catching, but he's also a little bit offline.
He's just having a look and then a little bit of a clear view ahead of the line you're supposed to be taking. Rafael Spring in the pits, and so is Pim Groenewegen.
Pawlikowski doing a Alonso. Still has DRS, which is making him faster than the Aston Martin now.
Again, it's all about how you set up your car here.
Yeah, but Rio was faster on the speed trip. 348 kilometers an hour.
And again, I'm pretty sure I had a slightly less top speed setup last year, and I still won. So maybe that's not fully the case.
And if I have a look at my telemetry, I can clearly see the front being slower.
Dirty air pit exit. That's not good.
Yep.
This is wiggling around. Oh wow, straight around the outside muffin there. That was a pretty clean move as well.
We got a lot of German drivers, I just noticed today. 3 to be exact.
And Tis has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. That's... Oh.
Oh no, he got stuck on the grass.
He's stranded! He's stranded on the curb! Oh dear!
And look at his tire. Just wobbling
his rear
back and
tires
forth.
are spinning. Oh dear.
How unfortunate, dude. How unfortunate.
Yeah, we've never seen that happen in this league before. Now we've had it happen. That's another one to tick off on the weird things happening in Long Cup Bingo.
Yeah, inside Alpha Lassie. Into Parabolica. Trying to get past Muffin.
Oh, look at that. He's trying to get the grip out of Parabolica on the inside line.
And
doesn't quite get it.
Okay, interesting move.
He decides to go for the undercut instead.
And we get a statement by Valentino Campa. Fastest lap, 122.5.
I think it must have been a smart idea indeed for Said to pit, otherwise he might have been in the way of his teammate.
Yep. And that's a big improvement in the fastest laps. Because 122.9 is the second fastest that I can see here. So he is pushing right now. A lot.
Oh, we just had Dominic at a 0.2 gap from Milan. That's now gone up to nearly a second, so something must have happened there. He still got DRS, luckily.
And let's have a look at the tires. Just for a moment. Everyone's on hards. Literally everyone.
And the whole grid's on hards, currently of varying ages.
Yeah. And Valentino Campa is not only on hards, he is on the tail of Muffin, who's really slow. As you can see, he lost a second in this lap to Rafael Spring, which is making Valentino unhappy.
Clear pace difference and a clear tire age difference of 10 laps. It was a fairly easy overtake, plus I think Muffin's out of ERS as well, so that doesn't really help either.
And I'm getting very weird reflections on the main straight sometimes. Pit straight. And Spring there, close to
he's gonna try to get past Dominic Kuchener.
This didn't work quite well.
And Dominic decides to do one of the more logical things, it's just bail. He might have gotten a warning for that, but this is the penalty, so, well, Owen is legal right in my opinion. If he doesn't even get a penalty from the game, then he's fair enough.
He closed, so the move by Spring was really desperate there, but
Again, I
Dominic
understand.
didn't really leave space at all.
Rafael obviously doesn't want to lose that much time to Lucas. Lucas is gonna do that strategy probably again where he stays on this tire for as long as possible to get as much tire life on the next one. Now Dominic, you're gonna have to give him a little bit of space towards the racing line there. Now you don't.
And Kampa is probably screaming out of happiness in the back there.
Oh, and here he comes, just on traction coming out. A little bit of wheel banging there. More wheel banging. Dominic, please give him some space. And there you see that straight line speed. And by the way, Rafael's actually got really low ERS.
And Milan Dirksen getting involved in the fight now. So we got a German blocking a German and helping a German with that.
Okay, we see Milan and Dominic have high ERS levels. And I mean like at least 30% or so higher than Dominic, which is why it's so easy for them to defend from him. But here he comes down the inside. Oh, a little bit of contact.
Didn't work again.
Oh, a little bit more contact. We're nearly forcing each other off the track.
Sasha Rolls would be screaming Bahugel now.
Oh, almost hits him, and through goes Valentino Campa. He's gonna be happy with that one because he doesn't have to overtake Dominic himself.
Yeah, and he has a DRS to Rafael Spring, so this turns around the race a lot.
Flag, Muffin's lost it. Hope he hasn't lost his front wing. Oh, he's lost the front wing end plate.
Who?
That's Muffin. That's
okay.
Not optimal.
And Dominic already losing the DRS to Valentino Campa there.
Into the pits comes Milan. Smart decision, otherwise he's going to get overtaken by more cars. Here comes Valentino Campa. He knows he has a mission ahead, but both have about the same amount of ERS, which is not optimal for them. More yellow flags, and this time I think it is, yeah, that's... Oh, hold on.
Let's be honest...
Yeah, I was about to say, side by side, Ryu Montano and Uber Pelakowski, I only just caught that one when I was just flipping between cars, but Ryu Montano goes up to 3rd place.
Yeah, okay, let's wait with being honest. Let's have a look at how this fight between Rio and Pelakowski now evolves for the podium, by the way. But
this is for, well, temporarily
top
for
three.
the podium. Obviously, they've got a 7-second gap to Rafael behind.
Yeah, but we have
But after that, they'll get mediums. And, well, as far as I know, indeed, pitting for mediums now is the right way to go.
Yeah, and the top 3 is without pit stops yet. Top 4,
Let's
to
see,
be honest.
Lucas. Yeah, Lucas goes in. How about Luke?
Locking up the whole
Luke
way there.
Goes in. Rio Montano. I'm going to assume Rio's going to stay out. Yes, he does. And you were pit. And for Ryu, this is actually pretty good, because he's got very good big air gap of clean air now to just do a little push lap.
And now Spring stating that he is fast. With another fastest lap, it's a 122.4, which is not that much faster than the previous fastest lap. Not even half a tenth.
Gap to Rafael Spring. Seems to be about 8 seconds or so. That is not a lot. Not as much as I thought it was, and there's gonna be a pace difference here, so will we see a charge or maybe an overtake once again to the end of the race? We don't know. Let's see. Let's find out. And
now
who will he have
done,
to
we can have a look at the
will
tires.
it be Rafael Spring, or will Valentino Campa find his way past him in the meantime? Both are conserving ERS, I can clearly see. I think, yeah, if I was Valentino, I would just profit off of getting all this DRS here. Save your battery, while still maintaining the gap. You see the varying lines through the final corner, it's interesting to see. So now he's got DRS once again.
And Rio stayed out for another lap, dude.
Oh, Valentino, don't push your ERS too much. He's gonna send it to the inside.
He's not.
He has a look, but he's not gonna do it just yet.
I'm holding my right stick now, like down for like 2 minutes, and showing the rear onboard of Spring for the whole time. But let's stop that. Let's have a look at Valentino Camper.
Six tenths between them. Let's keep an eye on Hubert Pawlikowski meanwhile as well. He's very close to the back of Pim Groenewegen and on fresher and softer tires. So that should be a pending incoming overtake. And now that they're coming onto a straight, let's watch. It could be coming any second now. It doesn't look like it's coming on this straight.
Definitely.
Very sudden move. No. It was very across the curbs there. Well, that cost him a little bit of time maybe. Let's keep an eye on Valentino Campa here. Nothing into the first corner yet. Fastest lap, Lucas Derksen. There it is. Understandably here. Now, what can Hubert Pawlikowski do? Heading towards the back of Pim Groenewegen. He's going to go to the inside. He's going to go to the outside. He's going to go to the outside. Outbrake him.
Dominic Koegen fastest lap. Oh, this
Dominic
is close. Turn one.
Faster than Lucas Derksen. That's impressive. Some good pace from him then. But it seems that the lap times of most of the grid are very similar because no one's really gaining a lot of time on another. Leaving space has been a big issue so far at this corner. But nothing so far. Well, we do keep that watchful eye on the battle for what is essentially the lead, and Rio Montano is really stretching the stint.
Definitely, I think.
Is he doing the Lucas strategy?
Yeah, oh, and Pawlikowski now trying the outside. Edders carry. It worked.
And it worked. There we go. Oh, and round goes Pim.
Ah, unfortunate for him.
Oh, and he's lost the front wing end plate as well. I don't know if that was contact. It could have also just been him driving
sad. Oh, and the last place doing fastest lap, and Valentino Campa is really close to a spring now.
See, you have a lot of people doing fastest laps now.
Yeah, he could have done the, what a fast lap by Luke Tunison. 21.8. And Radu is getting, okay, it's just, oh, Campa! And Lesmo was nearly side by side with Spring into the Lesmo corners.
Got a lapped car ahead. Don't know if Rafa will get DRS on it. Yes, he does.
Yeah, and this is going to be an overtake, I think.
If I was Valentino, I'd save your ERS here.
Yeah.
Spare yourself the effort of having to do that. There's a lapped car in front of you.
I can definitely say Valentino always was a low ERS driver.
I was about to say.
Bit like a fizzle, and if the AlphaTauri is smart, he would brake now.
Pim is very well known for so far for. Oh! Almost triced on the inside. That's not where you're gonna want to go.
ERS.
Does he have DRS?
And DRS.
Oh,
that's definitely going for a pass.
No DRS for Rafael Spring, so this is gonna be an overtake for the lead.
Retirement
Valentino
for
Campa around the outside. It's gonna outbrake him into turn one. No, there's gonna be still side by side in turn 1 and 2.
Contact!
Little bit of contact. Who can use the most ERS going down to turn 3? That's the question here. Rafa has a slight advantage through being in the inside of the corner.
And Campa having low ERS.
Good, here he comes. Well, they both have low ERS as far as I know. Yeah, they're both under 10. Rafael Spring holds on.
Welcome to Lom Cup, the only league where you have close fights in the end of the race. Like, literally every race.
It always happens at the end.
Yep.
It doesn't look like the pace coming from Lucas is fast enough to catch them before the end of the race, because he's only gained like 2 seconds in what was, I think, 4 or 5 laps.
Yeah, I've just sent my dad a message with the stream link and saying we have a close fight between 2 Germans in hopes he watches it. I'm curious if he does. we could have a look at the championship standings before the race. Oh, that was really laggy. Oh, okay. Never mind. We don't, because those are outdated. Well, and Valentino Campa.
Okay, yeah, there goes Rio Montano into the pits for a set of softs as expected. He's gonna probably exit right behind Juri Palakowski. Yes,
Yeah.
I could just hear it. There he goes. And it is indeed right behind Ryu. Ryu right behind Hubert. So, yeah, Ryu looking for a good point score again. Oh, goes very wide into turn 2. Forgets that cold tires equals longer braking distances.
Yeah.
Generally.
And we didn't have Carnage in turn 1 is crazy. Just to mention, even though it's like 21 laps ago.
Yeah, it was indeed fairly controlled in turn 1. Gonna watch the charge from Rio Montano here, unless I can see the gap between Rafael Spring and Valentino Campa significantly decreasing out of nowhere. But that doesn't seem to be happening so far, so then I'm not going to look at it for now.
And Nikos Alfiades retires from the session. What did he do? I think he crashed into the pit wall.
Yeah, must have. He's not moving.
And Valentino Campa is losing a bit now.
He's losing his touch a little. Rio Montano got the gap down to 1.6 seconds to Juri Pawlikowski. Valentino Campa is indeed losing his touch, but maybe he's saving a bit of ERS while trying to stay as...
Nah, 17% I think. That's not saving.
Well, then maybe not. That's definitely not saving ERS if you're losing time.
But the tires are getting older and older. Although he's fast on the straights.
That could be because of the DRS, obviously.
Yep. And it's getting cooled down a bit now.
If Ryu is lucky enough here, he could pull within DRS of Juri Pawlikowski before he gets to the final corner, and he does. He gets even to 0.8 of a second before he gets to the final corner. Into the final corner, that's going to be well, good motivation. Obviously until there the gap is 8 seconds, but P5, there we go, fastest lap of 124 and 121.6.
Crazy.
DRS on Juri Pawlikowski, he just kind of goes to the outside line. Better of it. Probably move coming then on either the back straight if he's really that fast, or maybe even earlier, you never know.
And Campa is losing out. Still. Oh, now he's getting back in a bit.
Just kind of yo-yoing here.
Yeah, because of the DRS zones.
But if you want to win, you're unfortunately gonna have to make the move eventually. And unfortunately, doing that is not just a case of overtaking the car ahead. It's you need to be able to keep that position as well.
Oh, and Ryu, really fast now.
Here comes outside of the final corner, and he's probably, if I were him, gonna try and stay behind the final corner and then just absolutely rocket it past on the main straight.
And Saeed just announced his retirement after the season. In my DMs. So, write that down.
Write it down, ladies and gentlemen.
He's not only retiring.
Rio Montano up in the 5th place.
Yeah. He's not only retiring in this race, he's retiring at the end of the season. From the whole league. Definitely had some races where he did great jobs.
I mean, last race was really good. It was just a bit of a shame he picked up too many penalties.
Yeah.
Valentino, yeah, he does seem to be slightly losing his touch, but again, he just has to touch ever so slightly enough to stay within DRS. Doesn't look like much is going to change now. The
Unless
Palikowski's doing
Spring
a
does a
pretty
mistake.
decent job of holding his own behind Rio Montanao here.
Yeah.
Those are
Indeed
really
is.
the only two battles we're looking at right now. But yeah, the gap between Rio and Hubert hasn't grown as much as they thought it would grow over the course of a whole lap. But I've just, as they came out of the final corner, I spotted the reason why. It's because Rio Montanao's out of ERS, and Hubert is not.
Yeah, not Pavlikovsky! And we're trying to still keep the position. Unfortunately, he doesn't. He's planned to charge back. Didn't really work.
Now he's gonna have to do it again.
And Kampa is closer again to Spring, definitely. Was closer than ever.
An ultimate lap, so he's got it's good shape to try and overtake him on that final lap. He's gonna have to have some ERS going onto that final lap then.
Yeah.
Well, Valentino's definitely going a lot closer now. I guess, let's see. And both still have about the same amount of ERS, so there's not really going to be much of a difference there.
He's really close. 3/10. And now it's going into the final lap. The German battle is starting. Valentino Kampa without ERS.
Doesn't try anything crazy just yet. Neither has any ERS because I saw the flashing light on the back of the Ferrari ahead of him as well, coming into turn 1.
And Pavlikovsky and Montano also battling at the same time, but sorry, we can't watch you. We gotta fight for the lead.
They are quite literally at the same amount of battery right now. It's incredible. Rio Montano's gone back ahead of your Pavlikovsky.
Yeah, and I think that's it, because
that's gonna probably be
this gap is getting too big. Only with a lot of ERS usage.
Yep, a lot of ERS usage coming off the AlphaTauri. It's probably not going to be anything. Oh, there was another swap of position there for a second between Rio and Hubert. Yeah, that's. I mean, I just realized it wouldn't even have mattered if Valentino overtook him because he has a penalty and Raphael does not. Oh, Hubert Pavlikovsky's back ahead of Rio Montano. But here we go then. He's back on form and might as well just be. Oh, never mind.
But let's give the let's give
power grid and look. No, he's happy behind him anyway. Raphael Sprang wins the race of Monza, I guess.
Oh, and Lucas Derksen missing P2 by freaking
almost getting second through penalties.
Julian in 4th, and now we have a look at Pavlikovsky and Rio Montano trying to finish this race in front of each other. Who is doing it? It's Pavlikovsky.
On the final lap, and he just misses out. And well, Muffin's crashed on the final lap, and that gives the final points position to Dan Christians. So.
Oh, Derksen got P6.
Milan Derksen P6 again. Penalties sort of thing. So I guess Rio being ahead of you wouldn't really have done much. Here comes Dominic. Well, picks up points again. So well, good on him.
Yeah.
So you would have wanted a bit more from this, but it is what it is. It's what you pick up. Lepidata Radu picks up 2 points. And here comes Dan Christians, picked up the final point on his debut, so hey, at least he gets a point. Unless he has enough penalties that Pim gets ahead of him, but I highly doubt that.
Yeah, definitely. And we have Raphael Sprang.
There we go. That's the race over. Raphael Sprang is the winner.
Congratulations to Germany. First for Raphael Sprang, the 3rd time in this season, getting him a lot of points. He is the one with the most wins this season, and Dan Christians gets a driver of the day on debut, which is deserved, I think.
Yes. Considering not many positions around the grid ended up actually changing from starting position. Yeah, probably fair.
And here we have him, Raffle Spring, the winner of today's race. Whopper Whopper Greedy Popper. And first place, it says in the background. Congratulations.
And there we go, on that special Monza podium. Ugh, I feel like it would be really weird to look down through that weird ground material they use there. It's weird to look down through. It's like, ooh, you're standing on a floating platform. But yes, Rafael Spring wins the race. Valentino Campa P2 on debut. Well, that's fair enough.
Yes.
If it was a real life vote of driver of the day, he would have probably gotten it instead. Passes lap though, Ryu Montano. He gets that extra point upon his already existing 6 points he gets for 7th place. And look at how close Lucas was to getting the fastest lap. Less than 100th of a second.
Dude.
And there you go, that's your point scorers. And yes, Pim did actually get ahead of Dan Christians for the points, I just realized.